Hello, this is just a very quick, well, I think it's going to be a very quick video that I just wanted to show you something that I found that I thought you might find interesting, maybe. I don't know. If you didn't find it interesting, let me know in the comments. That's what they're for. And what I want to do is show you what I found with this Flux that I ordered. This stuff is Soldering Paste Advanced SMT Solder Products, Joint High Density. This is stuff that I got off AliExpress. Flux type RMA 223. This was on recommendation from Chrissy Baps, who's never let me down until now. Now, the first thing is, look at the back of this. I did have this with the extruder plunged in here, which has done a really bad job of pushing this in because the flux has just started coming out of that side. Anyway, and the flux itself is really pasty. I'm just going to try and get some to start coming out of there. Now, what I'm going to do is go through exactly what I've done before I start recording this video, just to show you what the problem is. Now, I think these are level shifters on a Sidkick Pico, and I started soldering these with this nasty flux, which has just dropped some on my workbench somewhere. Can't see where that went. Oh no, it's there. Let's put that over there. With this nasty flux, and it didn't go well. And I want to show you what happened. So we're going to actually go through. I've got 3 of these boards to do, and I thought I'd just batch them all out in one go. Let's get one of these chips on there, put some flux on, and then see how well that goes. Get it in position first. Stuff is everywhere. It's just oozing out of this syringe. Right. Let's actually get some on there. I'm just going to drop some in that corner. It's so pasty, and that corner like that. Put the chip back in position. Like that, roughly. Although not quite like that because it's not on the right pins. There we go. Right. And I'm going to tack each corner in with a very clean soldering iron with a blob of solder on the end. Just how I normally do these things. And I'm holding the chip down with my tweezers here. So just if I've got enough solder on there. There we go. That should hold that in position now. I'll tack the other corner as well, just so it doesn't move around. It's a little bit lopsided. It could do with going over, but it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, the next stage, and how I normally do these things, is to stick some solder over there like that. Grab my iron. And then drag the solder down this side of the pins. And we've got a whole bunch of bridges. So I've cleaned off my iron. That should, if this flux was any good, that should just reflow. But it doesn't want to do that. Right, so this is what I normally use. Oops. This is what I normally use. This is MG Chemicals 8341. I've just ordered some more because I've got about that much left of this. And I'm going to put some of this on the other side of this chip and show you the difference. Actually, before I do that, because I don't want any of that flux in there, I'm just going to clean all of that flux off with a fine toothbrush, one of these super fine, bit of kitchen roll. Get as much of that muck off as possible. And then, doesn't have to be a huge amount. I've got the tiniest amount of solder on here. And now, can you see the difference in how this solder is behaving? It wants to stay with the iron, but also wants to flow onto the pins. And then I can just clean the iron, and if I can get the iron clean enough, should be able to just knock this out. Just being reluctant. Okay, a little touch more flux in this corner. It's close. I almost got it. There we go. And that's perfect. And just to sort out that other side, absolute mess. Perfect. That just all flowed perfectly. Yeah. This stuff is rubbish. It's horrible. I'm not sure I've got a use for this. I'm not sure. I've got a few tubes of it as well. It really was very, very cheap. And this is like £7 something delivered. I think I got 3 tubes of this for only a few pounds. So there is a big difference in price, but there's not much you can say in terms of, you know, the quality and usability of this other stuff compared to the MG Chemicals stuff. Well, there isn't any comparison, really. That's terrible. I'm throwing that one away. Right, so I need to get on, finish building these. Thanks for watching. I thought I might share that little tiny little tidbit with you, because people often ask me what sort of flux I use when I make these builds. And yeah, if it's useful to you, then fantastic, happy days. See you in the next one.